It's time!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Everything Octagon. We got another UFC 300 predictions video. Bobby Green versus Jim Miller at 155 pounds. Dude, I like both these guys a lot, but, you know, and my brain tells me that Bobby Green is just, you know, too fast and too slick, but I can't go against Jim fucking Miller, guys. Jim Miller, he's been UFC 100, UFC 200, and now UFC 300. The boy has been around. 37 wins, 17 losses. You got Bobby Green, 31 wins, 14 losses. I mean, you're talking almost 100 fights between the two of these guys. But again, I cannot go against Jim Miller. My logic tells me that Bobby Green's going to piece him up and win this fight. That you know, Jim Miller's not going to be able to, probably not going to be able to take down Bobby Green and hold him there. And Bobby Green's going to be slick and fast on his feet the way he is. You know, he uses that jab and that range very well. One thing Bobby Green does do is he kind of backs out, you know, dodges, punches, chin up. That's what got knocked him out by Jalen Turner. So, yeah, the old battle axe himself, Jim Miller. I had to sit around and find a reason and a way for Jim Miller to win. So, I've been game planning for the old boy and looking through Bobby Green's record and just dissecting everything about him. I've come up with a way. So we got to tell Jim Miller that Bobby Green, he's been knocked out 4 times, every single one of them by a southpaw. Now, Islam southpaw, he did ground and pound Bobby Green, but he was knocked out by Drew Dober, who's a southpaw, Jalen Turner, who's a southpaw, and Dustin Poirier, who's a southpaw. And guess what? Old battle axe Jim Miller is fucking a southpaw himself. So he's got to find that left hand. Something to do with, you know, southpaw versus orthodox, where Bobby Green can't really use that jab as much. Kind of the jabs in the front on both sides, and they kind of play with that front hand. So I think if Jim Miller can kind of grab that jab and pull him into it and smoke him with a left, maybe you know, Bobby Green will be chinny enough for Jim Miller to knock him right out. So that's what I'm rooting for. Logic tells me Bobby Green by decision. That's what the you know, the analyst inside me is saying, but I can't do it. I got to go Jim Miller. I got to back up my man. So, you know, I'm one of these old heads. I've been around watching UFC since the beginning of time. So it's really hard for me to let go of some of these old guys, especially someone like Jim Miller that's been around, and he's actually at 155 pounds, the most elite division, and he's still getting knockouts and taking out some of these young bucks. So UFC 300, I got to do it. Jim Miller by knockout, southpaw, baby. Let's go. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. Please hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. If you know, you want to comment down below, tell me you subscribed. I respond to every single message. So hit that like, comment down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Rock on.